I'm Jazzie Belle, and I'm creator of Women in Hip Hop Podcast, and I co-host at Shade 45 Sirius XM. My first media job was something that I created. When I started off getting into this genre in the industry, I realized that I had to hustle and I had to really study my craft. So when I did that, and I was going on auditions and I wasn't getting the gig, I was getting close. You know, I never forget when, shout out to AJ and Free, when they decided to not do 106 Park anymore and BET was looking for a new host. And I went to audition for it. I remember standing outside for hours and hours to audition and got through to like maybe the third stage, but clearly I didn't get the job. So I went through a few phases like that, and I decided instead of me being upset about it, let me create my dream job. So I created Jazzie Belle TV, and that was a show that I did when I interviewed celebrities. I got to know them personally, and I was showcased like music videos, I was interviewing models, and it really, really grew some legs. One of my first interviews was with Nelly, and I remember interviewing him up at Shade 45 before I was a co-host. I was just up there, and thanks to DJ K Slay for giving me an opportunity to capitalize on his guests. I told him I had the show idea. I wanted to have my own television show where I host, and I wanted to interview celebrities because I wanted to be popping. And you know, people love celebrities. So you're my friend, so can I, capitalize on your guests? And he said, hey, you can come up here, but I'm not gonna make my guests talk to you. You have to make that happen for yourself. I said, cool, fair enough. Literally did that for a year and a half, doing interviews at Shade 45 in the hallway. A year and a half, and a lot of people don't know that. And when the opportunity came about where he needed a co-host, because at the time the girl got let go. And like I said, K Slay has been my friend at that time for about 5 years. He didn't even think of me first to be his co-host. The board op did, the engineer. He told K Slay, he said, why don't you give it to Jazzie? She's here every week. She's great at what she do. She's in the hallway, she's getting interviews. Her blog is popping. She's here. And he said, yeah, you're right. I remember packing up my equipment and walking into the room, and he was like, hey, you want to work here? And I was like, huh? He was just like, listen, the chair is empty, the job is there if you want it. Let me know, because if you don't want it, I'm going to call old girl, I'm going to call such and such. He literally had the person he wanted to sit in that chair already, and it wasn't Jazzie Belle. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like, I'll do it. And that was the introduction to me really having my first big media job. I feel like I can do anything I put my mind to. But right now I do have tunnel vision. I feel like we all have to just put that magnifying glass on one thing and let that mug bloom to the point where let that rock out, and other opportunities you can create around it. And I'm all about creating opportunities. I can't stress that enough. So with Women in Hip Hop Podcast, which I'm once again so excited about because it is a platform to support other women, but I am a hip hop head. And I'm excited about this podcast and talking to women in the past, present, and hopefully future female MCs or females that's behind the scenes. That's where my focus is right now, to have that be one of the number one or the number one podcasts in the world.